Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know.
Do it for Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings, it's my favorite show. Do it for Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings, big hopes and dreams as we cover our kings. Never cover the kingdom, but we loving our kings. And we covered your prayers as we doing our thing. Big Deuce with the par, Lil Mo on the screen. Solo or together, still do it for team. Never switch up for $1 or revenue stream. So we always got each other, balance out the beam. Deuce and Mo, and that's the end of the thing. So do it for Deuce and Mo.
We are live!
Hey, do it for Deuce and Mo.
Happy Wednesday night. Deuce Mason, Morgan Reagan, hanging out with you. And this one tonight is definitely for the sickos. How are we doing after another Kings loss?
What up, Deuce?
Hey!
Hey,
Morgan.
I always think it would be really funny if, like, a game like this, you randomly came on and, like, just came on with the fog. Screw with everyone.
No.
Oh, so the fog does have meat.
The fog has meaning, okay? We have standards.
There was a time when you were like, I'm not even going to bring back the fog.
I will
I will not
100%
force the
admit
fog.
that this year I didn't really want to do the fog.
Facts.
Because I just, you know, the fog to me was special. And then I realized, you know what? It's similar to the beam. We still turn the beam on for
Still do
wins.
The beam.
We still let out a little fog after wins.
Yeah.
You know, after losses, no. I feel like we need to come out with merchandise that's like, I survived the 25-26 King season or something, you know?
I mean, yes, but, like, let's adjust that.
No. To what?
It just sounds so negative when it's like at the end of the day, you're watching it's basketball, right?
Oh, it's thankful it's basketball. I know, but it's still been tough.
I survived the 2025-26 fog because there wasn't much of it.
No. See, and here's what you're missing, because you look at it like a negative thing. I survived. That means I'm still standing, okay? You know, it's like when you go on a trip.
Yeah.
You're going, hey, I'm going on vacation to Europe. And it takes 75 hours to get there because you have all these delays and delays and delays.
Yeah.
But you finally get there. You survived that. You're left standing. We will survive this. But we survived it together. We should be proud that we're surviving this together. 45 games down and a lot more to go.
Preach. Preach.
Give me a hell yeah.
Oh, man.
We are here. Oh, man. And you know, something I've been toying with, and I don't know if I'm putting him on the spot here. I think we might have to get to the point where we show Jebediah at some point. Not
Dude.
tonight. Not tonight.
Stay back there.
First of all, you look like shit tonight.
Yeah.
You look like abs. But I do think we should consider it.
Like, have you ever seen a brush before? My God.
Not a lot going on there. You know what I mean?
Or that. Yeah, actually.
I appreciate the basketball sickos for being with us after another Kings loss. It's now 3 losses in a row. They lose to the Raptors 122-109. My goodness, it all went to absolute shit in that third quarter. Let's give some love to the people watching us live.
Oof.
If you haven't done it yet, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. All it does is help our channel grow. We have a poll question too. Did you watch the whole game? The options: yes, I am a sicko. Nope, tapped out in the third quarter. And the last one was, there was a game?
Funny.
57% of the people who voted say, yes, I'm a sicko.
Give me a hell yeah!
Thanks so much to Y2K for being here. Furious is in the building along with Mitch and Adam and Lincoln. What's up, Brooke? Speedwagon. Sack Leo. Hey, Shawnee. What's up? Patrick is in the building. Karma. Love Merrick. P-Town Jets. Appreciate you guys for being here. Even Jeremy in the chat.
Even Jeremy. Oh my God.
Jeremy, we have not seen your super chats, but I can tell you, Jeremy, it's just like, I would just say with your comments, Morgan's not even aware of your comments, but just like
No.
understand, like
I didn't see it.
we appreciate people who watch our show, but just like dial it down a little.
Oh, I think I've seen it, Jeremy.
Hey, I'm sure he's a nice guy. It's arms, but you know, let's just say, Westbrook shot a lot of shots tonight.
Yeah.
Jeremy's shooting a shot.
Well, let's just say one man complimented me tonight, and I said I don't like compliments.
Okay.
What?
Well, that's a you problem.
I thought it was funny.
You're funny. Appreciate all the basketball sickos. All right, let's start the pod. Right? Let's have some fun. I'll be much better than I was last night, I think. Do some
Oh
Mo.
my God.
What?
You're insane.
What?
You guys, you should. I think we should always have a camera on so people could see your post game, like post podcast instant reaction to every podcast.
And last night, I was just a little frustrated.
This was Deuce. We gotta be better. You know, I gotta be better in those situations when I'm like transitioning into this. We gotta be better. Like if there was a camera right there, if Jeb actually had a camera and did his job, then it's like people would actually get to see like you're a player. It would be like a post game like locker room cam.
I just wasn't great last night, and that's why at the end you're like, "Oh no!" Someone check on Deuce mental
anyone
health.
check on you?
Someone did in our Discord. I said it
Aw.
had nothing to do with the Kings because they're thinking it's Kings, and I think you
Oh,
thought it was
no.
about the Kings, and it was like, no, it was just how I was feeling at the time. Anyway, Deuce and Mo, come down. 3, 2, 1, hit my music.
Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.
Welcome into the Deuce and Mo podcast. If you're locked in with this, you are 100% a basketball sicko. It's not easy to undertake what we have this season, and that's watch the Sacramento Kings every single game. Tonight, there are some good moments. And then the third quarter happened against Toronto. A Raptors team who played last night dropped 145 points in a road win against the Warriors. The Kings also played last night. The difference, no Sabonis for Sacramento, and the Raptors still short-handed without some critical pieces. The Kings led at the half. In fact, they had a double-digit lead.
They did.
Oh, my goodness. It was like, okay, but Raptors missing everything.
Hey, not too shabby.
Third quarter, the Raptors outscore Sacramento 43-21. They played them even in the fourth quarter, but it did not matter because the third quarter was a disaster. Toronto wins tonight 122-109. Sacramento now 12-33 on the season as they get ready to embark on a tough 6-game Eastern Conference road trip starting on Friday in Cleveland. Wow. This podcast is always presented by our friends at Sentivo Vineyards and Winery. I'm Juice Mason. That's Morgan Reagan. Hi, Mo.
Hi, Deuce.
How are you?
I'm so good. So good. Dun, dun, so good. Dun, dun.
Why are you so good? So good. At 12-33.
Dun, 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 dun.
Lost 3 in a row. This.
Yeah.
I would say this, as I'm trying to sing, your music's overpowering my vocals.
Do it. Dun, dun, dun,
And now
dun,
it's not, it's too soft. It lacks energy.
dun, 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 dun.
We missed the moment. It's okay.
No, you never miss the moment with singing. You can sing at any moment.
Oh, why did we both do that? Why do people do that?
Do what?
When they
Sing?
get to
'Cause singing's great.
no, the end of something, you go, like we just did together in unison.
I think emotionally you're like processing
Yeah.
like the moment and you're like, that moment was funny, but back to reality. Kings are still 12 and whatever.
Back to doing a podcast about this team and this game.
Yes.
This Raptors team was unbelievable at shooting the basketball last night. And they're not a very good shooting team, but what they do have is a lot of things that give Sacramento trouble. We talked about this last night at the end of the podcast, but even shorthanded, they've got like length, size, switchability on defense.
Yeah.
Pretty good defensive team. Although stages in this game, they weren't very good defensively tonight. Much better in the second half. And then what they also do well is push the pace. They get up and down the floor, and you're like, oh, shit. And early in this game, they take a quick 12-3 lead.
Yeah.
They go 5 of 5 to start this game, and I'm sitting there going, oh, this is going to be a long night at the office for the Kings. But the Kings responded, and they have a lead at halftime. They're up 61-52. At the half, Toronto is shooting under 36%, 8 of 23 from downtown. They had 22 points in the paint, but 48% in the paint, and just 4 or 5 at the free throw line.
Super inefficient.
All right, really inefficient. And I can't remember seeing a team play as much zone defense, possession after possession after possession. Possession, shout Mike Brown, possession after possession. Like the Sacramento Kings did in the first half. And it was just working. It seemed like the Raptors were just settling for threes. And it doesn't mean they weren't getting good looks. They were just missing everything in that first half. And the Kings just kind of stuck into the zone. They have breakdowns still, and there were still moments, but I thought the Kings did a decent job around the basket protecting the rim, especially with Dylan Cardwell. That guy, he fires me up.
How does he not fire anyone up?
And then the third quarter, the Kings start with the zone. And you know what the Raptors did right away? They started just attacking the gaps like they probably should have been doing.
In the short range,
in
right
the short
middle.
range. Yeah, it's like halfway through the third quarter. I'm telling Morgan, I'm like, dude, look at this shot chart. Toronto's taken 2 threes. Everything's in that paint. You know, there was one time Brandon Ingram sets a screen, slips it, gets to the free throw line. Scotty Barnes had 10 points in like the first 4 minutes of 13 seconds of the third quarter. And there was some attacking for sure, but it was also like, let me just attack the soft spots of the zone defense and hit the mid-range shot. Now, once they started doing that, getting to the free throw line, it felt like the Kings went, all right, we got to go play man again. And then all of a sudden, Toronto is seeing the basket go through the net. The confidence is up, and it just kind of opened up everything for them, scoring 43 points in the third quarter.
And it was deflating for the Sacramento Kings. And that's what I felt like. The Kings weren't punching back at that moment. Like adversity was hitting, and it was like, oh, man, they're not truly responding. They would respond in spurts, and even in the fourth quarter, like you'd see these moments like, oh, shit, are you going to see a little comeback here? But ultimately, like Raptors pedaled to the metal in that third quarter, like you said, just kind of simplifying basketball for themselves, breaking down everything that the Kings were throwing at them. And what was just disappointing with the Kings was their inability to like communicate through it, you know? And then on the offensive end, let's say, okay, the Raptors defense picks it up as well with their physicality, meeting guys at the point of attack.
They're confident now, right?
Dude,
they're making shots.
They're feeling good on both ends. And I felt like the Kings shied away from like attacking the rim. Like they would attack the paint, but attacking the rim. And then on top of that, the Kings would play like their free basketball. And when they play free on that end of the floor and not enough structure, you see Russ is just jacking up shots. DeMar can't even get the ball because, you know, like the Raptors are defending him so well, but then people aren't moving without the basketball still. It's just like everyone's brain just goes back to what it was before the winning streak and everything else.
Yeah, and I thought the bench really in that first half set such a great tone. They had 26 points and 8 assists at the half. The bench of Sacramento. Monk had 13, Schroeder had 7 in the second quarter. And that unit out there, it seemed like the bench unit was the one that really started moving the ball well.
Oh my God.
Okay, everything's on a string. They're making the extra pass. But in that third quarter, you're right. It was like the defense just took an absolute nosedive.
Yep.
And to be fair, I'm not going to act like the first half defense was like some juggernaut. The Raptors were just missing shots too.
Sure.
I would just say the zone defense looked a little better, and the protection in the paint was much, much better in that first half as opposed to that third quarter. No better example than this, Morgan. First half, I mentioned 22 points in the paint for the Raptors, 48%.
Yeah.
Okay. In the third quarter, 16 points in the paint on 8 of 11 shooting.
Right.
And then the free throw difference, 11 of 12 at the line in the third quarter, just 4 or 5 in the first half. They won the game in the third. Why, when the Kings play zone defense sometimes, is it just so lackadaisical? It's just like, the zone doesn't mean you chill. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes it's like, oh, we're in the zone, we can kind of like chill out. It's like, no, you have to be flying around more.
You have to be more locked in. You have to be communicating more. Yeah. And I would say one, are there tons of lineups out there that are always playing together and always connected?
Oh,
and I feel like
that's true.
when you're in a zone, you have to know one another so well. Like, right? It's not freaking 5th grade rec basketball where you just shove the kids in a 2-3 and you say like, stay in your little area. Like that's what you do. Like, no, there's so much more to it to execute it, obviously at a professional level. And I felt like once one mistake is made, it's like, all right, tweak it. The Kings weren't making the tweak of, hey, Scotty Barnes keeps flashing middle or keeps putting the ball on the floor and going middle and going to the free throw line or going in the short range shot. And it was just like, for the Kings to not communicate that, the big be like, I'm the anchor. I'm going to take that every single time. Or maybe even the wing is like, hey, when he comes over here, like, I'm not worried about so-and-so and their 3-point shooting. I got him. I'm going to be bumping him here. Like, you got to talk like that.
Yeah, and Scotty was able to get some good mismatches in that third quarter to attack too.
Yep.
I think he got DeMar a couple of times. He got a step on Maxime Reynaud, and it was just scoring at the rim. You know, he had 14 points in that third quarter. Something you were just talking about too with that communication. Dylan Cardwell was asked like kind of what went wrong in that third quarter, and he mentioned a lot of one-on-one play, ISO ball, but then he said defensively there were a couple of times we didn't know, like guys weren't on the same page about whether they were in a man or zone.
Yep.
And when I hear that, I
That's
go, wow, I've heard that before this year.
Yeah.
And it's just so infuriating
Well,
that for that type of stuff just can't happen.
No, and it's obviously it's going to happen with bad teams, but it's like they had a good little stretch. So maybe you thought like they were connecting a little bit more. The chemistry was there during the 4-game win streak. Even if they were playing teams, they were playing good teams in the NBA, but teams that also were looking at some losing streaks as well, not playing their best basketball. But I thought they were doing a good job of capitalizing on that. And the Kings tonight against a good team like the Raptors were capitalizing in different ways in the first half with what the Raptors weren't able to do on the offensive end. The Kings were like, okay, as soon as that second unit came in, we're going to push the basketball with Malik Monk in the game.
Great pace.
A fantastic pace.
That's
like,
a good point.
We're going to do all these things well. So then, like, if we are getting back on defense, like, yeah, we're going to luck out once in a while. And then that focus, that shift of focus by the Raptors in that third quarter, they were like, okay, if you're going to mess up one time defensively, like not be in the right spot, we are going to expose that, but we are also going to execute and finish. That's that's what a good team does. And that's exactly what Scotty Barnes and the Raptors were doing in that third.
Honestly, an impressive game for them.
Yeah.
On the second I have a back-to-back, when they're not making shit in the first half, they're down double digits. It's like, oh, maybe it's just not their night. No, they came out in the third and won the basketball game.
Yeah.
It's crazy how one quarter can win you a game, but that's it. It's that one quarter where the Kings get absolutely destroyed, 43-21. In the second half, it ends up being the Raptors outscoring Sacramento 70-48.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they gave up 77.5 last night to Miami in that first half.
Well, we know that their defense.
They lost the game in the first half of that game.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, you know, and I know there's some people listening to this right now going, why are you spending this much time talking about what went down? Look, we're still going to talk about the game, and we're going to talk about big picture stuff. We'll play our fun minute game. That's not really fun, but we'll talk about it.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I mean, just looking at what went wrong tonight, it was that third quarter, and it was tough. The Raptors, 3 players with 20 or more. Brandon Ingram with 23. He did it on 7 of 15 shooting.
Okay.
Scotty Barnes, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, and a block. He's, oh, by the way, our Butcher and Barrel player of the game.
Hey.
Scotty was really fantastic. You know, I felt like he was kind of floating in that first half.
Yeah.
Then in that third quarter, he took over, and he played some exceptional defense tonight. You know, whether it was on DeMar, the help on DeMar was always there. They held DeMar DeRozan to just 9 points in this game on 3 of 8 shooting. But Scotty Barnes, our Butcher and Barrel player of the game.
Floating is a good description, too. Make sure to check out Butcher and Barrel. It's right across the street from Golden One Center. They have such amazing food, and they have awesome game day deals. $38 for a Wagyu burger, a shot and a beer.
What?
And when I say it is some of like the best food, it truly is. You have to try it out for yourself. And you could go in your sweats, or you can go like on a date night and look all good. And so it's a really pretty place. But my point being is, like, if you're going casual, you good. You know me casual, bun, crew neck, leggings, like, give me a steak.
It's rough. It's rough. The stakes aren't, though.
Hey, put your barrel.
Hector in the chat pushing back a little bit, saying, boo, it should be Dylan Cardwell every game. So we mentioned Scotty Barnes with that stat line.
Yeah.
And then big Mamu Kelishvili, who had a monster game. He did it in 32 minutes. He had 22 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists for Mamu tonight.
God, I'm so glad we can just call him Mamu.
It's not as bad as you think.
No, well, it was
Mamu Kelishvili.
Kyle couldn't say it on the pregame show and said, "I'm not doing play-by-play tonight." I was like, I was laughing. I was like,
I think I've got it. Mamu Kelishvili.
yeah, you're saying it. Mamu.
Mamu, man.
Mamu, man. Dude,
Hey.
when the snap drives for him, like he would
Think
just-
about what you just said. The snap drives. He has improved his game. I remember like 4 years ago, I was in Las Vegas doing G League Winter Showcase sidelines, and I interviewed him after like a G League Winter Showcase game when he was on the Wisconsin Herd.
No way.
Yeah, and here he is like on a good Raptors team, and he's had some strong moments for them.
Yeah, he really and like I don't know. There's something about his game that even surprised me a little bit, where I was just like, oh shit, his ability to put it on the floor with so much confidence and just go. I didn't know it was going to be such a threat tonight. I didn't know what to expect from this Raptor team, not only because it was second night of a back-to-back, but because like they've had their injuries and everything else. But I knew what to expect out of the Kings going up against a matchup like this. I just didn't know that the Kings weren't going to be able to like turn things around in the second half.
Another big stat is Sacramento, 16 turnovers turned into 25 points for the Raptors.
Damn.
Points off turnovers were 25-8. What's crazy, the Raptors had 11 turnovers, just turned into 8 points for the Sacramento Kings. So this Raptors team now 27-19. Kings are 12-33. Okay, so we pretty much buried them for what went wrong on both ends. What was something good tonight?
Malik Monk and just how quick he is.
Wow, that was your headline, Malik Monk.
Well, it's just my first headline right away because he's matching the tempo of a team that's bringing the pace, that's bringing the tempo. He's coming off the bench and be like, I can match that. And he is getting a rebound, pushing it up the floor. He is getting an outlet, pushing it up the floor. His ability to just push up the floor, do a behind the back, jump over a body, rolling on the ground.
That dunk was nasty.
Thank you.
That was a sick play.
He's just, and he's just, I guess why he stands out to me so much in a game where they're playing a team that plays with so much pace and loves to be in the fast break is because it's still just mind blowing to me. Like, wait, Malik Monk wasn't playing, had DMPs, and he's just such a good NBA player.
We're not to the minute segment yet.
Oh, shit.
But no, you're right about Malik. So he had 17 points, 6 of 7 shooting, the 4 turnovers. He had some rough turnovers in the second half. But yeah, his shooting has been tremendous. He was 3 of 4 from downtown, and that's an area of his game that he wanted to get better at. You know, in Sacramento, I think people look at him as like a good 3-point shooter, but in the last couple of years, it's dipped.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And he really wanted to be a 40% 3-point shooter. He's over 40% on the season now. And so I think he's worked on that aspect of his game. And you're right. I mean, his ability to push the pace. It's all the things we've talked about with Malik for, you know, what is this, his 4th year in Sacramento?
Yeah.
Is this his 4th year in Sacramento?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
What was your good?
Will he get to 5?
Probably not. I mean, let's just be real. Who knows?
Man,
Wait,
I'm already thinking about all the guys I'm going to miss.
Hey, we're not doing that right now.
I will remember you. Malik Monk was cool. That was very good. The thing I thought about tonight,
Yeah.
Dylan Cardwell.
Well, I figured. Well,
Dylan Cardwell, I know we talked about this the other night, and you could literally take what I said the other night and apply it to tonight. The rim protection is outrageous. And I know, hey, 4 blocks, and people obsess about block shots. Great, 4 blocks. His ability to just jump up, be vertical, and be in legal guarding position.
An alter.
It's a skill, because you see a lot of these guys that get excited and I got to go vertical, and then they jump in They jump forward into the offensive player. That's a foul. And everyone's like, but his arms are straight up. No. You can't be jumping forward into him. You've got to be able to stay straight up.
Yep.
Don't bring your arm down and hit the player. He does such a great job with his verticality at the rim.
I mean, think about it too. Sometimes when you're jumping up and you're about to take that force from someone else, you know, that contact, it's just an automatic reaction to like bring your arms down or to curl or whatever. And it's like, he just doesn't have any fear or even thought of that. And so it's just like, stay up. I'm strong enough in my chest to take it.
He had a career high 13 rebounds tonight, 7 offensive rebounds. He just had 2 points, but 1 of 2 shooting, 13 rebounds, 4 fouls, 4 block shots. He played 25 minutes, career high 13 rebounds. He is showing that he could be an NBA player. And, you know, it's been funny seeing the waves. And again, the sample size isn't super large, but seeing the growth from where he was in the G League to right when he started in the NBA to where he is now, you're looking at him going, I see a rotational big. And that's with him having really no offensive game. There's no skill set. Like even tonight, there's a couple times he had the ball underneath the basket after getting like rebound or something. He doesn't even think about going up. He immediately is like looking to find somebody.
That's got to change.
And that has to change for sure. But what it shows you in today's game, you know what you need from your big?
What do you need?
Can you protect the rim with verticality, blocking shots? Can you rebound the ball, create second chance opportunities? Can you switch out in the perimeter? All those things I just mentioned, he does that.
Yeah.
And he has a toughness that the Kings haven't had. Then you add in like the other stuff, which is the celebrations,
just being
his joy for the
personality.
game, good teammate. Like those are all bonuses.
Yeah.
But it's what he's doing on the floor. If he's doing all that other shit and he sucked, it's like, cool, you got 1 rebound tonight. What are you doing? You got crushed on the boards. It's like, no, he's having an impact on the game.
He has a turnover and then he gets the crowd up and going. Like, no, that's not happening, thank God. But yeah, it's special when you see a player in their role doing what they need to do. And this is a player that we get to talk about, older rookie, all the different things you want to say, sure. But you can tell he can still grow and build off of each and every game. And that's what I'm like excited to see in this guy.
Oh my goodness. And you know, he can be a lob threat tonight. He was a lob threat.
Yes, he was.
Westbrook had that sweet play where he spun away from the defender, got around him, alley-oop.
And then he was doing this down the Spider-Man.
The Spidey
sense.
Spidey sense.
Like it was like they're connecting on a web.
Like that.
Like that.
I don't know if you guys heard it, but Dylan Cardwell did talk after the game today. And at the very end, he was kind of asked about his adjustment to the NBA. And you could just tell how much he appreciates being here. It was fascinating to listen to just what he appreciates about being in the league and how he's just kind of embracing the growth.
Yeah, you know, like I said, it's all glory to God. You know, outside of the will of God, I would not be here in the NBA. Like I say, you look on the stat sheet, I didn't wow people, you know, in college. I averaged 5 points per game. I rebounded the ball 5 times per game. I averaged like 1.6 blocks per game. No one thought I was an NBA player. And I'm not supposed to be here, but God. And so every time I get on that court, it's just an opportunity to showcase, you know, my God-given abilities and have fun with it and continue to be a joy. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm living my childhood dream. This is something I prayed about since I was, you know, 5 or 6 years old. I remember watching, you know, LeBron James and the Miami Heat in the my fault, Russ, but the 2012 and the 2012 and 2011. You know, NBA Finals, and you know, just telling my mom like I want to be there. I want to be not like LeBron, but I want to be in the NBA, and you know, just to pray about that every single day, and you know, to get that, it's just a dream come true. And I don't think I'll ever take the dream for granted because at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not supposed to be here. And yeah, I put this jersey on every single day, and I have a blast doing it because this is something I've dreamed about since I was a kid. And so you'll see that childlike joy every time I step on that court because, like I said, this is a dream come true for me. And at any moment, it can be taken away. But I just love playing basketball. I love accomplishing and living the dream and having fun. And, you know, having Max and Neek and Precious out there with me, being the Bean Boys, like you couldn't ask for a better group of guys. You know, coming into this process, you hear a lot about how the NBA is just, business is cutthroat. It's, your teammates are more individualized and they're worried about themselves. But, we might not be having a great season, but this is the best locker room I've really been a part of outside of my last year at Auburn. Everybody from Russell Westbrook to Drew Eubanks wants to see you succeed. Drew got not benched, but Drew stopped playing as much, and he's the happiest guy on the bench. He still takes time to out of his day to come tell me, hey, you could have done this better, you could have done that better. And so everybody is a part of this team, whether we're successful or not, and no one is spiteful, no one is unprofessional, and I really appreciate being on this team, being in this locker room.
You would think that they just won the game with how chipper and sweet and happy he is. But I think it's very cool that he has this childlike approach to every day on the court.
I want to get to one more question because there was something he was asked about, and he was talking about Al Horford too. So I want to see if I can get that part. I should have queued that part up. My bad.
Rebounds tonight. Are you figuring out that aspect of the game at the pro level, like adapting what you were at the college level to the pro game?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely took a lot of prayer to get to where I'm at. I want to, put it out there that I only averaged, 5 points. 5 rebounds a game in college. That was my highest. 5 points is 5 rebounds a game. And last year, other than that, I think like a career, 4 rebounds per game in college. And so my transition to the NBA, a lot of people question my rebounding. You're 6'10", you're 6'11", and you're a great offensive rebound, but defensively, what's the problem? And I think a lot of that was I was used to boxing out because the SEC, we got a lot of people like myself in there, and so I'm trying to keep them off the glass and then keep my off the glass. But here, there's only a handful of guys like Mitchell Robinson, Steven Adams, where guys you really, really have to make sure you're boxing out. But other than that, you can kind of hit and go get. And so me and my player development coach, Garrett Adams, we just nailed really how can we become a better rebounder, because that's how I'm going to stay in this league, is being a rebounder and being an energy guy. And so that's something I look forward to each and every day, is a rebounding ball. It's a gift.
So there he is talking about his rebounding, which is kind of crazy to think about. Like, the guy was not an exceptional rebounder in college. It's not like he averaged like 14 rebounds a game, leading the nation. And here he is like, he's showing his ability at the NBA level. I just like his physicality too. Obviously, you want him to stay out of foul trouble, but there's just been so much positivity and growth with him.
Yeah, he'll grow, he'll learn, but like it's not one of those players where you're like, he'll just be good for an energy this season, in a season where the Kings have 12 wins and all the things. Like, I feel like when I see his talent out there against other NBA talent, like not just comparing to Kings bigs or what he's doing for the, it's like truly against other NBA bigs, I go, there's something there.
Yeah, it's always tough
evaluating talent on the Sacramento Kings.
On a bad team.
Yes.
Right, because people are going to put up stats.
Yep.
But I think it's different in this case, right? Because he's impacting the game defensively. It doesn't mean he's perfect. It doesn't mean he doesn't make mistakes sometimes out there. But there's been enough good where, dude, you can definitely help a team because you have the size, you've got the grit, and you've got the defensive ability to show out and impact the game on a really positive level.
But you're also seeing too around the league, like how important to fill out your roster and depth is. And like, not everyone down the line is going to be the perfect player, but can they be in the role that they're supposed to be? So no one's ever talking about like, well, they would be a starter on this team, or they would be doing more here, or they're not in the role they're supposed to be. Like, that is his role as an NBA player right now, and he's pretty much executing that role. There's so much more that he needs to add to his game, absolutely, but he's executing the role and things that he's supposed to be doing right now on this losing team. And I'll take it.
It's funny to think about, too, because how often have we talked about, hey, man, if you just do the little things in Sacramento, like, fans will love you. There's no greater example than Dylan Cardwell. He gets some of the biggest pops right now coming into a game.
Yes.
Because I know I'm going to get fired up seeing him have a block shot. And he's going to get the crowd into it. He's going to do some sort of celebration, whatever.
Yeah, he does that. He does that. I don't even know what that is. I'm going to start doing that.
The binoculars?
Yeah. Like, if I have a great breakdown on, like, pre or post, I'm just going to start doing that shit.
Can you imagine in the middle of career post? You're just like, let's go, let's go. I was like, what?
Yes, I can actually.
Oh,
yes,
man.
I can. That was your positive thing.
That was my positive thing.
Yeah.
At least we spent some time on some positives.
Dude, we totally did. Like, we don't need to do any more. No.
We have more of the podcast coming up in a second. We got to talk about this road trip that is ahead for the Sacramento Kings. And look at the rotation tonight. Are we learning anything? How different will this team look by the time they return home on February 4th, the day before the NBA trade deadline? Talk about that. But we are presented by our friends here at Sentivo Vineyards and Winery.
The best of the best. They were at the game
Yeah.
tonight doing so much good that that their winery does. They donating money to nonprofits, and they make a lot of money off of their stretchers and ladders, wine bottles. And if you're into that, you can make sure to go check out those bottles on sentivovineyards.com. If you're into so many different wonderful wines, you can go to their tasting room and
seeing
check
them give
all
back
out.
and care about the mental health of first responders is really cool.
It's
definitely
beautiful.
passionate.
It's so cool. I mean, they're great humans, but like they love being creative and like being on the wine scene and doing different things. But like they're just the type of family that like is genuine in what they want to give back and what they want to do and connect with this community. So make sure to go to sentivovineyards.com. Check them out. Great people, great wine.
Also presented by our friends over at
Medic Ambulance. Woo, woo. We've teamed up with Medic Ambulance, a trusted name in emergency medical services across Northern California, from life-saving responses to being the team behind the scenes at your favorite events. Medic is here to serve. Learn more at medicambulance.net.
Appreciate their support of the Deuce and Mo podcast. What's the moment of tonight's game?
Malik Monk jumping over a body and dunking it.
Dude, that was a sweet play.
100%.
Well, he crossed up.
Oh, yeah. Well, he did
Yeah,
the behind the back.
Yep.
Had to jump over the body. Was it Shed?
Yeah. And then Mamu was right behind him.
Yeah.
He was off balance.
Yep.
Was able to gather and dunk the ball.
Yep. I mean, when I saw that, I remember just like trying to find you and be like, oh my God, that's my moment. That's my J Street Dental moment of the game.
What about the Russ spin and lob to? Why did the lights just randomly go bright like that?
Too bright, huh?
Too bright. That was
Okay, go
that's
on.
fine. Actually, you know what? Let's leave it.
Hey.
Let's leave it. I don't know why it went that bright, but maybe I like it. The Russ spin and lob to Cardwell.
Yep. That was pretty.
And then we just have to write down the third quarter, 43-21 Raptors.
Okay. Couldn't keep it positive in a loss, huh?
Our J Street Dental moment of the game. Shout out to J Street Dental. Hey, dudes, why is your smile so nice? Well, I'm glad you asked. J Street Dental.
That's pretty much it. They're enriching lives and enhancing smiles. Head to jstreetdentalgroup.com. You can also check out their sister office, Sacramento River Dental. They're all run by such amazing people who are all Kings fans too, so you can get some cavities done while talking Kings.
Or just get your teeth cleaned and you maintain them and don't get cavities. All right, we'll put that in the J Street Dental moment jar. We pull out an old one because the Kings lost. Let's get it. This is going to be a good one. We're going to look back at this moment and be like, oh my God, how fun was that game? You know what I mean? Here we go. Okay, I grabbed like 7 of them.
Here you go. Just
I think it's from this year.
purple is? Then here.
I don't know, actually. Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness. We go to February 22nd, 2024 against the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh.
Sacramento won 127-122.
Okay.
I wrote down Sabonis Eurostep jam on Zach Collins, and Fox had a nasty strip on Devin Vassell.
Wow.
If we can
Turn back time.
Doo-doo. Good moment.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay. Well,
Yeah. Where are we at?
we're at your favorite game, the minute game. What was your jingle that you came up with? 1 minute, 2 minute. What?
1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4. How many minutes did they spend on the floor?
1 minute. Keep going. I thought you were adding a new part to it today. You
Well,
said that.
You didn't, no, you never told me to. I would have.
Oh, I'm telling you now.
Okay. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4. How many minutes will he spend on the floor? Will it be 15 or maybe 24? I don't know because it's always everywhere.
There we go. The minute game. Domas Sabonis tonight played 0 minutes. He did not play in the second night of a back-to-back. They labeled it injury maintenance. And of course, there's a lot of people on social media who are like, oh my God, Windhorst. Oh, is he getting traded tomorrow now? Is he going to the Raptors tonight? I don't think that's the case. I think it's simple. He missed 27 games with a partial meniscus tear.
Yep.
His minutes have been limited in the 3 games he returned, and they went, yeah, we're not going to put him on the floor in the second night of a back-to-back. We're 12 and 32, now 12 and 33. Let's be cautious about this. Why are we doing it? I think he wants to be out there. He was working out before the game, looking great out there.
Yeah.
He was getting his normal pregame routine on before the game, but he did not play. He was on the Kings bench tonight.
Which is good. Good. What you want to see?
Minutes.
Start with the zeros. Go on up.
Keon Ellis
0.
did not play tonight. Morgan, if you ate a cookie every time I complained about some of these players not playing,
I wish.
how many cookies do you think you would have had this season?
Not enough.
You know,
well-
I'm guessing like 750 cookies.
No, it'd be like 70. And I want it to be 750. But yeah, I mean,
Keon Ellis gets a DNP for the second consecutive game after returning from missing a couple of games. He did not play in this game. It's kind of the same stuff I talk about. When I saw this game starting to unravel, and even when like you're just seeing where minutes are at in general, I'm like, I know like Levine plays 37 minutes tonight. I mean, are you making up for the fact that he played 22 last night? I don't know. DeRozan ends up playing 33. He didn't finish this game. I thought he looked exhausted at the end of it. The team looked like they were letting go of the rope. They did pull DeMar from this game, put Neek in. Neek's got to be up to 25 every night. I can't for the life of me understand how Devin Carter is still just not getting some run on this team. And I understand all these guards. But again, as we're changing focus, Devin Carter.
Wait.
What?
Yeah, no, but I wanted to talk about Neek too. But yeah, Devin Carter.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh my God.
Just hop in there.
Just really quick about Neek. It was that like he was playing well this game too. I thought he started off well in his 14 minutes. And that's why when he didn't continue to play, I was like, this isn't one of those nights where I'm going to be like, oh man, he's just got to play to continue growing.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird. And then, moving on to Devin Carter, it's something you and I were watching him shoot before the game, and you're just like, this guy can't even.
Just put him in Stockton or something. I haven't played with the Stockton Kings. And, I see someone in the chat, Enforcers, noting that the Kings have all these guards. Dude, I'm well aware of it. And what's funny is last night after the show, YouTube auto-played something on our page when I was like doing some podcast stuff. And it was a clip from when the Kings signed Westbrook. And I was sitting here going, Devin's not going to play. One of Keon or Malik's not going to play. This is going to be crazy. But, and this is what's happening.
Yeah.
It's the same stuff we're talking about. But when I mentioned them not playing, it's not about, I don't get it. It's like, well, now you're 12 and 33.
Yeah.
That's why the next couple of weeks will be fascinating to see what unfolds with this team going forward. Because, ideally you would see some more of those guys going forward and not be playing vets who are not part of your long-term future 34, 35, 36 minutes.
That's it. I mean, that's just it right there. It's if you're going to tell me, or like even Doug the other night, after playing Domas another 17 minutes and Zach LaVine 22 minutes in last night's game, it was like, it's not a minute restriction. And for Zach, it was, we needed stops. Our offense is fine. We needed stops. So he's saying, okay, he's not playing good enough defense. It just wasn't enough out there. Will it light a fire under his ass? Is that what he was trying to do? Whatever. But it's not like he was playing defense in the second half of this game. I mean, the whole team was seeing the breakdowns. But my point being is like, we got to stay consistent on that shift or on that point of, hey, if they're not showing up and playing defense, guess what? I got 2 guys that have DMPs in Devin Carter and Keon Ellis that can play defense.
And just give you a different look and just see.
I just don't want to be lied to.
It's funny. That's the other thing is I've seen this comment before. It's like, why? why is Deuce pushing Devin Carter like so hard? Like I'm not even saying I'm just saying I don't even know what he is.
Yeah.
It's not even that I'm proclaiming like the Kings have some hidden gem on the bench, but I'm like you would think you would want to play when you're 12-33 at some point. You'd want to see the guy that was drafted in the first round last year. And I know this front office also didn't draft him, so it's complicated. I understand it. I understand they have 800 guards. I get it. It's interesting for a 12-33 team to not be playing some of these guys by now.
If the Kings were even mid, we would not be even suggesting such things. We would not be talking about like, oh man, but can we see what this guy's about? Because we don't know. No, that's not what it's about. Like, you have to just factor in all the layers to this season. And when you see 12 wins on the season and you're 45 games in, like, what is this? And then we're being told like, oh wow, it's not a minute restriction for Domas the other night, and Zach LaVine wasn't doing what he's doing, and hey, Doug's gonna keep to his standards of if you're not doing what you need to do, I'm gonna get another guy that will, because they have 700 other guys that can do those things, but it's not. There's no backup to it, and that's where it's just kind of getting frustrating.
In the chat, Sea Life Bro says Westbrook played like 35, 36 minutes tonight. Yeah, he played 34 minutes and 30 seconds. He writes, I mean, come on. Just because it was Westbrook night, Doug didn't have to play him that much. Put in the youngins.
Westbrook night, yeah.
They were honoring Westbrook because he became the all-time leading scoring point guard in the NBA. And honestly, one of the video tributes they put together was really, really cute.
There was a lot of cool things about tonight.
Well, they highlights like some of his top moments, but one of the video tributes that was cool was they had like all of his former teammates, KD, James Harden, Steven Adams. I'm trying to think of some other ones that were up there.
Oh, you said that. His mom, his
Chris Dad, Chris Paul, his wife, and then at the end, his kids came on and saying they were like proud of him and go Kings or something. It was just really cute. And you could tell it definitely hit home with him. So, yeah, on the court tonight, he ends up 9 of 22. He became a little more efficient down the stretch, 2 of 8 from 3, but he took 22 shots in this one, 23 points for him in the Kings loss. Next up for the Kings, this 6-game road trip, and my goodness. Buckle up. It starts Friday. Check out this trip they have. Cleveland, Detroit, the Knicks, Sixers, Celtics, that game back-to-back.
Yep.
And they cap it off with the Wizards.
Hey.
That's a 6-game road trip.
It is.
There's brutal weather that's to be pummeling the East Coast, by the way, during that trip. I know G-Man was talking about that.
Burr.
How many wins do you see on this trip?
I see maybe 2.
2? Pick them out. Pick them out. You're saying Washington at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Cleveland and Washington. And I say Cleveland because and it could be like the Knicks again, right? But I just don't see that happening.
You see they're just going to fall into one maybe?
Yeah.
Just kind of like the start of this homestand where they had the Lakers, Rockets, and the Knicks. And you're like, there's no way they win any of those games. They won all 3.
I think they'll fall into one. And that's why I'm going with the first game of the road trip and the last. But
I think they get 1.
Washington?
Maybe.
Okay. But either way, you think
they'll get 1 on there.
Yeah. How crazy is that to say it like that?
Yeah. I mean, and you get 1. That means you would come back home 13 and 38. 13 and 38 if you got 1. And they return home for a game February 4th against Memphis. That's the night before the NBA's trade deadline. This road trip, we could see some change.
Yeah. This could be the last time tonight that we saw this Kings team as it was at Golden One Center.
Yeah, I thought about that. Literally, I was watching Keon Ellis warm up a little bit, and I even said to you, I'm like, this could be Keon Ellis's like final home game here.
Sad.
Yeah.
Really sad when you think of it like that.
If you were to make a prediction.
Ugh. Predictions.
Just a prediction, just for funsies.
All right.
Do you think we see this squad look different come February 4th when they're back at home off this road trip taking on the Memphis Grizzlies?
February 5th is the trade deadline.
Yeah, the next afternoon.
I don't think we see anything until February
Deadline
5th.
day?
Dude, that's just like, I feel like that's mostly what it's been with for the most part, that's what we've seen with teams on deadline day. You see all the little things, tweaks all day long.
What is the worst possible scenario for the trade deadline? For
That
the
there's
Kings?
not a single trade for the Sacramento Kings.
I would say one, not a single trade.
Okay.
Two, just Keon Ellis. Like the only move you make is Keon Ellis gets moved for like a pick.
Okay. I mean, but is that though? It's like otherwise he's just gonna rot.
I know, but it was just like if you just get like that's not exciting. You think about all the Kings issues and all the
Absolutely.
frustrations. You're like the guy you get rid of is Keon Ellis. If that was the one thing you did,
Yeah.
that would be like, oh wow,
I mean,
what a
yeah.
letdown.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you on that. I think for me, I am ready to see any type of change. And just because I think
Morgan, if the one move was the guy who hits threes and plays defense, that was a two-way product, and it's the only move, that would be a disappointment. 100%.
he's not allowed to do that here.
Morgan, I get that, but I'm saying based on this roster that we've been talking about and all the rumors about these vets and all this stuff, if the one move was Keon Ellis, that would be
Here's what I'll
right
tell
there
you.
with no moves.
I'm sure Warriors fans today are like, we'll take anything for Kuminga because he's not like he's playing anyway, and Steve Kerr doesn't want to play him. So like, just make the change. Make the change. I'm in change mode.
Again, I get that.
And I get what you're saying. Stop trying to get me to like say yes. No.
That would not be one of the worst scenarios for the trade deadline.
It would be your worst scenario, not mine.
What's your worst?
I already said it.
And what's your second worst? Yeah, it would be Keon fucking Ellis.
No, that would be really sad. I don't like it, and I don't like it for just a pick or whatever. It's like, yeah, of course that sucks. But you know, to me, it really like even like if it was like Sharge and for nothing, and like that was okay, that would be my second worst. Like that is just the tweak.
For cash considerations.
Yes,
or
there we go.
They get a player back
'Cause
that
that-
never shows up.
Because that to me would be like, okay, that's so nothing really happened then. Just like my number one worst.
Yeah, I think it's trades are not easy. They're not.
What would be your third worst?
I don't know. I don't have a third worst.
Okay.
It's we're not gonna get everything you want. I think there's some people that are out there like,
No.
dude, if you don't trade Levine, Sabonis, DeRozan,
Not gonna happen.
and Schroeder, it's a failure. It's buckle up. That's not happening.
Mm-mm.
If that happens, then holy shit, like wow, what a fire sale that was. That's just not that. I don't feel like that happens. But there's a lot of names out there, and I don't know what this trade deadline's gonna end up looking like. But they're trying. They are, and I know that trying doesn't make anybody feel better, but they're
No.
trying.
As an NBA fan and not just like a Kings fan, is the day more fun if there's like trades everywhere, or are you just so like, it needs to be here? Like, let's say like there's a Giannis trade. Does it make up for if the Kings didn't really do anything?
No,
okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Entertainment level.
For me, I would love it for the Kings to do some stuff, to be able to execute.
Absolutely. Me too. Hey, I've been let down far too many times. Doesn't matter what front off, like I've just been let down. I can't, like this I have to like protect a little.
Well, and it's so different because in years past, the last couple of years, it's like, who are the Kings going to land? Like
Yeah.
to take this next step. And now it's like, who are we going to get rid of
It's such
to take the next step?
it's a bad feeling to be in.
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling. It's challenging. It's challenging when you're, I mean, you guys are, you sickos have been here. Like when we're breaking down some of these games, it's like you never go big picture because you're like, well, I don't even know what he means to the defense or to the roster or to this or
Right.
that. And by the way, and in a season where we've seen Keegan now injured 2 different times and out, where you can't even see him develop and what he would look like with some of these young guys or anything else. It's holy fuck, I need change.
Yeah. I'm ready for it.
That put me in a dark spot a little bit. I am excited for February 5th. I'm excited. No, you know what? I'm excited. No, stop.
You know
it.
what I'm excited for?
What?
10 days from now. January 31st.
What's that?
BYU, Kansas, AJ DeBonsa, Darren Peterson going toe to toe.
That'll be fun. We have no game, right?
No Kings
Hell
game that night.
yeah.
It's like
Oh,
that
yeah?
might be one of the
Sweet.
most hyped college basketball games in years. And I'm not pretending to be like a college hoops expert, but when you think about these two guys right now, who I think would be at this point neck and neck for the number one pick,
Okay.
AJ and Darren.
Totally.
For those two to be facing each other,
Fun.
national TV,
Let's go.
dude.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Hey,
Dude.
I love having these things to look forward to.
Yeah.
10 days from now. 10 days from now. Where are the Kings at in that road trip? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so like right when they're done, pretty much when they're done with the road trip.
Is that right? They don't get home till February 4th.
Oh wait,
so no,
oh,
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
think
So
that's
then
right.
it's like 5 games into the road trip. So
Yeah.
yeah. So like if the Kings haven't won a game after that 5th game of the road trip, but then we get to look forward to that college game, that's fun.
Well, if there's a year you're gonna be bad, this is a good year to be bad.
Sure is. Please be bad. If if I see other teams taking the shift of like this guy's hurt and this guy's hurt and load
What
management.
do you mean?
for
It's
this
already
guy.
happening. The Utah Jazz last night, Markkanen's sick, and maybe there's been a little illness going around with
Yes.
Utah,
Yes.
but they've had guys miss time. And last night they beat Minnesota 127-122. Nurkic had 16, 18, and 10. Keontae George, by the way, 43 points in that game.
Yeah, he's balling, dude.
Dude,
I-
what a
and-
story. What a
I
story.
was gonna say, I just love seeing him. This is the perfect type of season for him to just grow. And like
Also, a good example of something
what?
that people push all the time. Him as most improved. No. Sorry. No.
Oh, Denny.
Why do we always try to give it to a young guy who's like, oh, wow, he got better from year 1 to year 2 or year 2 to year 3?
Sure.
I don't like the award. Give it to me. Give it to like the random guy.
Denny Avdia?
Sure. Denny Avdia is a great example.
Yeah. That would be that's why
Yeah.
I was just like, oh yeah. I mean, in Keontae George, like I understand your guidelines or rules.
Yeah, like Denny is his 6th year in the NBA, and he's taken a step.
Love it. No, love seeing that.
You know,
I'm with you on that. I hear you. I hear you. And you're right.
Did you see the Knicks score today?
No.
Hammered Brooklyn. The final score was 120-66.
No.
Yes, dude. And by the way, the Nets were playing their guys. They shot 29% in the game. They were 11 of 40 from 3. The Knicks, 16 of 32 from downtown, 57% shooting. They had 29 fast break points. The Knicks had 29 fast break points tonight. But yeah, the Nets could not hit anything.
Did that end the Knicks losing streak, or
Yes.
did they? Whoa!
Yes, the
they
Knicks needed that in a bad way. Things have gone crappy with them lately.
Ugh.
So
That's so. How do you even call a game at that point? Like you're just telling stories.
I have to go back and listen.
Yeah.
Actually, those are my favorite games to go back and listen. I
Uh-huh.
don't know if Ian Eagle was on the call for tonight's game or if it was Ryan Rucco, but I would love to hear how it's
They
done.
managed it. Yeah.
You can't just sit there and just be like, blah, like the whole time. To me, you have to be entertaining.
It's a
You have
show.
to find a way. You are putting on a show. It doesn't mean you ignore what's happening.
Nope.
But are you just supposed to sit there and go, oh, this is the worst night ever? No.
You're an ambassador of the game when the game is like things are going, it's a basketball game, things are well. But when it's like that, you have to find a way to entertain, to add value, because the team and the product is not adding the
Yeah.
value for you.
A couple other notes from Kings-Raptors. This is my final thoughts.
Oh,
Unless you want to do anything.
no.
Okay. Final thoughts. We got a chance to catch up with Garrett Temple before the game.
Oh, Garrett.
Shout to a former King, Garrett Temple, one of the great guys in the league who, yes, believe it or not, still in the league
Still in the league.
with the Toronto Raptors. How many years has it been for him now? All I know is Garrett Temple turns 40 next year. And he
Said in
is
a couple months.
such an amazing story. So he's played 16 seasons in the NBA. He's only appeared in 12 games with the Raptors today or this year. He last played in Sacramento in the 2017-18 season. My
Wow.
goodness, it was that long ago now. He also played in Sacramento 2009-10 season as well. Garrett is such an unbelievable story because he was in the D League. Like, he had to grind.
Yep.
And I asked him today, I was just like, dude, you're turning 40 soon. Huh? Like, my God, how long are you going to keep doing this? And he feels great. He loves it. He goes, as long as I'm wanting, he goes, I love it. He goes, I was here this morning working out with RJ Barrett as he tries to inch his way back. And like, I just love it. I'm around these young guys. I'm helping in any way I can. I feel great.
Yeah.
He takes care of his body. He looks like he's in fantastic shape. We were watching before the game, and he's working out like he's getting ready to play 40 minutes.
He was even talking about like things he's adjusted, like with the fat intake and being aware of certain things as his body keeps evolving and growing, and just like his awareness of everything, but his genuine approach to the game and it being like work, you know, like understand, like he's getting, think about it, millions a year to last this long in the league while also providing and making an impact to whatever team that he's on by being this professional, this veteran. All the things that you would want in a human being, like in a workplace, is what Garrett Temple is.
Yeah. What's his career earnings?
Ooh,
I know he's been on minimum for a while. 16 years in the NBA. Let's scroll down. My goodness. That's crazy. 16 years in the NBA. It says $51.4 million.
Wow.
Just hung around on these deals.
Good.
You know what I mean? His biggest payday, of course, from Sacramento.
Hey.
2016, 17, 18. He was getting paid $8 million a year.
Good for him.
But
Good.
now he's been on minimum deals, on another minimum deal. So I think that's up to like 54 million now. But yeah, it's what I like about it is if you last in the league this long, 16 years in, you know, Westbrook, he's at 18, right?
Yeah.
Westbrook, though, like former MVP, LeBron, all the years he's played in the NBA, like it's great, like legit. Garrett Temple is not like some all-star level player, but when you're just a great teammate and you have something to give, you could play the role, whatever role you need to play, you will play it. For him to last this long after being an undrafted D-League, not the G League, the D-League guy, to grind his way and staying this long, I just think it's a great story.
It is. He's earned his way and he's deserved it. And it's just, it was wonderful, absolutely wonderful running in tonight. So
the only other thing from tonight, I was standing on the court before the game and Scott Perry and RJ Barrett, great embrace. I mean, it was like, cute. And I was like, oh, what's going on? You have to remind yourself, well, Scott Perry drafted RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
They're super close.
But that's just how Scott Perry is with people and like with players and stuff. Like it's very cool to see that he has those genuine relationships. Like who was it with the Knicks that he drafted?
Mitchell Robinson.
Yep.
He is really close with Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know. It's when you just, it's good. It's really good that you just have like a personality based.
Well, I think that's one of his strengths. And I know some Kings fans are like, I don't give a shit until he makes some trades. What is this guy doing? The Kings suck. And yeah, all fair. But I do think one of his strengths is he keeps it real with the players. You have to be able to have conversations and tough conversations. And yeah, you need to talk to him about something. Hey, am I in this room? What is this real? Is this not? He'll tell you.
Yep.
So
good shit.
Anyway, this is fun.
Oh,
good bounce back pod. Feel better about it.
Don't worry, I'll have the camera going so everyone can see.
Solid B-.
Not funny.
Just kidding. Well, we'll be back at it Friday.
Tomorrow,
off day.
Off day.
And then we're going to get, hey, there's nothing going on. I'm not doing anything. And then it's going to be like, oh my God, a trade. Can you believe it?
But that's like adrenaline comes in and we're always like, I don't care. Like, because I love rotting or running errands on my off day. Like, but if that happens, that horn goes off, I'm here.
That's a horn to you?
Bell, jingle, jingle, jingle.
I actually
Shine.
have the instrument that I'll bring in and play.
Yeah?
it. Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know.
That's not an instrument, is it?
I should learn how to play that on the keyboard, huh?
You should. Oh, you should.
This show's over. We love you guys so much, but we gots to go.
Thanks for joining us, you guys. We'll see you later.
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know. Deuce and Mo.